Hey, good morning. Let's talk about some social media trends for next year. It's halfway in December. We've had a couple of checkpoints already. There's still about half of my users or checkpoints to go. But I've barely had the time to actually talk about these social media trends for the next year. And there's just so much other stuff to talk about that I decided to make a recording and send it to all of you. Let's dive into it. 2025, what should you take into account? Number one, more video. There's no way around it. Videos have taken over most social media platforms, and LinkedIn seems to be next. So we've already got Instagram, where videos, reels have become more important than images. LinkedIn is still very much text-based, image-based, PDF carousels. We've seen videos now. Some users see the videos already on their smartphones. We see some videos in the feeds. Vertical portrait format videos are going to take over next year. We'll probably see more and more of them. They also get more important on Instagram as well. So if you have always doubted to create video content, well, now might be a good time to start doing it. Just make sure they are always mobile friendly, and then you'll be fine. And maybe it's good to be like some sort of an early, not too late mover there, and pick up some reach while platforms like especially LinkedIn and also Instagram are promoting this format. Secondly, personal brands and even the founder brands, the personal brand behind the CEO, behind the founder, behind prominent figures, experts in your company, that's going to become even more important. It's already quite important. You already see a lot about personal branding, and it's just because it has a much wider reach. Sometimes a personal brand or like a personal LinkedIn profile can reach us about 10 times the amount of people as a company page with the same content. Secondly, people trust people. People prefer to interact with other people. When we're on LinkedIn, who's reacting to a company page? You don't do that quite often unless it's your own company. But reacting to something someone else says is a lot easier. It's just the steps are much easier. So we're more inclined to do that. Also use this to your advantage. So keep posting from the company page, but definitely reconsider posting from the CEO's page, your page as well, as we move into the next year. Finally, I just think authenticity and transparency are going to be more important than ever. So really showing the personal side of things is going to matter much as well. With AI, we don't really know what has been written by a human, what's been written by a robot. Is there still a human behind it? Is it all written just by ChatGPT without even knowing any of the background information? Sometimes it's hard to know. So like that BS meter, I won't say it out loud. I think it's more of an alert for a lot of people. So when it just feels a little bit or not authentic, or it feels like it's lacking transparency, then your content is not going to work very well. 3, carousels. I think 2024 was really the year of the carousel. At the start of the year, they were really important, and I can still see that many people have a lot of engagement with carousels because people click through it, and then we've got hundreds, up to 500 clicks on a carousel, lots of engagement. But we're also noticing that it's losing some importance. They are not reaching the same amount of people as they were reaching at the start of the year. When you do use carousels, and I would still recommend you to use them, make sure they're also vertical designs so that they are portrait format, they are more mobile friendly, they should have higher reach. Conclusion here is you can continue to use them, feel free to continue using them, but if you really want that big reach, the video is going to be more important than carousels. A fourth thing to take into account is that social search is growing. And this is a really interesting topic because on the one hand, we see that more and more people are using Instagram and TikTok to find answers to their questions. My wife, for example, she will never find a recipe in Google. She'll always use TikTok. So she just opens TikTok and like recipe for whatever, she starts watching videos. So same again, video content, right? So you want to create more video content maybe on Instagram and TikTok to answer those type of questions. And very important there to use the right keywords. On the other hand, people are also starting to use AI, Perplexity, SearchGPT, Claude, everything's integrated, Copilot, and they're using that to find their answers. Now, these platforms, especially ChatGPT, I know for sure about ChatGPT, it does not search social media platforms. So if you post something on LinkedIn, Instagram, and you want it to show up in Search GPT, it's not going to happen. So what does this mean? You kind of have to be everywhere a little bit. You have to have the videos, but you should keep your website up to date as well, so that Search GPT or these other platforms can still pull information from your website. But keeping your website up to date is extra effort, but we can also help with data content to bring it to social media, and I'll talk about that at the end of the presentation. Small points number 5, hashtags. On Instagram, it's not in the presentation, it's just been released, but you cannot follow hashtags anymore on Instagram. They'll just be used for the For You feed and discovery. But that doesn't matter, because it means that the hashtags really help to identify content and bring it to the right people based on their preferences. So you can even use up to 30-40 hashtags on your reels to make sure that it reaches the right people. On LinkedIn, forget about hashtags. If you want to use them stylistically to make your post look nicer in some kind of way, or because it's some kind of sort of campaign, go for it. But don't spend your time searching for more hashtags. It just doesn't matter anymore. Number 6, already talked about this while we were talking about carousels, but reach is going down. Organic reach has gone down. It happens on all the platforms. It happened on Meta, Facebook. You used to reach hundreds, maybe thousands of people, and suddenly you post something and you reach 50 people. It happens, and it will continue to happen, because this way the platform can push ads. If you reach fewer people, you need to pay to reach people. But okay, it's happening, and it's not going to change, but it's the same for everyone. That means that more and more people will start giving up. Your competitors will start giving up. So just continue posting weekly, and you'll still reach the right people. Also, if you want to deal with this, start creating more connection. So try to engage with your audience, maybe use the company account to reply to others from time to time, try to pull them in, try to get them to reply to your content. What else can you do is using a mix of organic and paid. There's something like a thought leader ads on LinkedIn. So basically you post something from your CEO, from your founder, build on their founder brand, and then push these organic posts with ad spend. So you're paying LinkedIn to show your CEO's post to more people. That's a way to guarantee that reach. Other thing you can do is focus on niche specific topics. Like, you're not going to reach many people, so make sure that the people that you reach are the right people, and you do that by really focusing on what you know best. And finally, as I said, engage with others. Use a company account, use your personal accounts. It's the social media platform that's never going to change. You need to give in order to receive. And the final trend that's starting right now, we're right in the middle of it, it's agentic AI. It's the use of AI, and it will continue to rise. But those legacy tools, I already call them legacy, they're 2 years old, but something like ChatGPT is going to continue to create generic content that's easily identifiable with the emojis and the bold text, and you can just see when it's written by ChatGPT. So what's the next level? It's AI agents. It's artificial intelligence, but even more intelligent. It can do things on their own. It has context. It has background information to create something better. That's what we're building with Willow right now. So with Willow, we're working on Will. You'll know, and Will is starting to write posts now. But it's not just creating something out of thin air. It's really getting to know your company based on your company website, as I said earlier, and it's turning that information into something very, very useful for LinkedIn. This tool is getting better each week. You probably have received some posts already, and if you haven't, you're going to receive them from us in the next few days, or really before the end of the year, unless we don't see each other anymore. But that's really where social media is going, and it's going to help you a lot, because we're just going to give you for now 10 posts per month, 5 to 10 posts per month that you can already use, because it's based on what you've written on your website. It's based on what you as a company stand for, And as we continue 2025, this will just get easier. You'll just get posts that like sound like your company with a click of a button, and getting new ideas and everything. And this is really the future of social media next year. Finally, just ended with a bonus of some end of year post ideas. So why don't you write down your own industry trends for 2025, or look at your company goals for 2025, or maybe look back at what you already reached in 2024, like, a summary of your achievements this year. On a personal level, you could write something about a book that you're reading or a book that you're recommending. I've also seen some Christmas themed memes already on LinkedIn. Maybe that's something to think about, or on Instagram as well. Take yourself a holiday themed photo, or get ChatGPT or something else to write a Christmas themed story about your company, about your industry. One of our customers did that around Halloween. It was a very cool story. Something their audience really liked as well. And finally, something I saw yesterday but I didn't include in presentation is someone that wrote a Christmas themed job opportunity. So basically, imagine it's a card to Santa Claus, says, "Hey, dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is a new marketeer." So if you have a job opening at the moment, something to consider. Right, that's the end of my presentation. Things to take into account for social media in 2025. If you have any questions, feel free to write them down, and we'll talk about it during the checkpoint. If you've already had a checkpoint this month, just send me an email and we can talk. Right, have a terrific end of the year, and see you soon.